Oops. Give me a minute. And if not, this will be funny. Okay. All right. Are you ready, kids? All right. So hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Jasmine.
So this is our last video for the year, and we're going to be giving you guys some presenting guidelines. So just some easy tips and tricks and how to start your speech, end it, how to get going, all that fun stuff. So here we go. So giving a talk is anything you do in front of people.
It can be in any project area that you want it to be in.
You use public speaking for any job you want to do when you're growing up. And I know for a lot of you guys that might be a ways away, but anytime you have a job, you usually have to get up in front of people and talk. And if it's not in front of people, it might be in an interview in front of your boss, or like if you work for a board or something.
And then when you start a presentation, you want to start with something that you know and you're interested about.
So like if you fish with grandpa all the time, maybe you want to do a speech about fishing because that's something you're interested in and something you know how to do. And then when it comes time to, if you have to learn more things, you want to learn more than you need to. So you want to have more information than you need, because then in your speech, if you let something go, it's okay. So when you do go to pick something,
when you pick a topic, you want to pick something you enjoy. So like Sarah said, if you enjoy fishing or hunting, if you enjoy horses, you can talk about anything really.
Mm-hmm. I think the first speech I gave, I talked about cats because I love my kittens. You want to give a speech on something you've learned. So maybe last summer you learned how to knit and you want to show people how to knit, or you learned how to make popsicle stick log cabins and you want to show people how to do that.
And when you're giving a speech, you want to teach others how to do something or teach them about something.
Yeah, the purpose is to teach your audience more about what they might not know. So it's important. You can pick things that are important to know now. So like maybe this last year you wanted to pick how to, practice good hygiene and proper sanitization, because that was really important this last year. And you also want to pick something that's good for your age. So like, if you're a senior member, you might not want to do one on, I don't know, how to pick up a cat, if you want to do something that's appropriate for your age group.
So there are 4 different types of talks. You can give a demonstration, which is showing how to do something. You could do an illustrated talk, which is using pictures. You could do public speaking with basically just a microphone, and project wise, which is telling why of something.
So a demonstration, like Jasmine said, it's showing how to do something. It's usually a step-by-step. So like I said, maybe you want to show people how to make a popsicle stick log cabin. So you start by getting your popsicle sticks, and then you cut the right number to the right length. And then you start with the base and you glue the frame together, and then you glue the walls on, you just go step by step, exactly how you do it if you're doing it at home. You want to start with familiar products. So like you don't want to use, if you're going to make a smoothie, use a different blender than you usually do, because if it doesn't work, you don't know what to do. Also, demonstrations show that you learn by doing. So most people learn by practicing. Like if your dad tells you how to drive a tractor, you're going to learn better if you're actually sitting in the tractor than just having him say go. Also, demonstrations can be individual or team. So if you want to do it with your friends, you can do it with your friends.
And now an illustrative talk is using visuals such as slides, posters, pictures, anything really. And people learn by you telling them. And you don't make something like you do in a demonstrative speech, you just show by pictures, and it can also be done as an individual or team effort.
Project-wise, they tell why and how something works. They usually make people curious. So if there's something you've always been curious about, maybe you want to learn more about it for your speech. These can use charts, posters, and experiments. So maybe you want to do, it's kind of like a science experiment. If you want to do a science experiment on, which way is more, a nickel or a penny, and you weigh them and you, I don't know, catapult them across the room or something. I don't know. You can do all kinds of fun stuff. You can do the experiments and take pictures and kind of make yourself little charts and put those up on your board. These project-wise also show why something is or is not true. So maybe there's a myth, that and you want to disprove it, or you want to prove why it's right. And these can also be individual or team.
And now public speaking presentations are talking in front of others. There are no slides, no posters, no pictures. You just tell. And it's really good. This is a good speech to pick if you want to talk about facts and ideas. So like statistics, so numbers, and you can only do this presentation as an individual.
Which is a bummer because doing things with friends is way more fun. So the part of a presentation, so for the introduction, you want to get a catch. So you want to say something, maybe start with cats are better than dogs. Well, that's going to catch some people because there are people who think dogs are better than cats. I mean, Jasmine and I probably don't agree about that. So, then you go into your personal introduction. So you say, hi, my name is Sarah Parsons. I'm from the Milesville Rangers 4-H club, yada, yada, yada. And then you go into a brief outline of what your speech is going to be about. So then you go from point A to point B to point C. And you just go over like one sentence about each thing. And then you launch into what is A about, what is B about, and what is C about. Usually you want at least 3 good reasons or parts of your speech or demonstration. And then at the end, you'll summarize. And if you have to, you'll have to mention your sources. If you used any like off the internet, that would be more for Project Wise maybe. But anyway.
And so when you're practicing for your speeches, practice making eye contact. That's really important. Dress nicely. Try not to have a bunch of words or pictures all over your clothes. That's distracting. Stand up straight. Slouching, you kind of look like a slob. And then you can try practicing in front of your parents or in front of your stuffed animals, anything that has eyes, even if it's not alive. Some people practice even in front of their pets. Anything that you're comfortable being in front of. So, some people are really comfortable talking in front of their parents. Some people are so scared that they have to talk in front of their stuffed animals. I did that and it helped me a lot. So don't be afraid to try it. Just close your bedroom door and try it. Then nobody sees you. Some final checks to make sure your presentation is ready is to make sure your pictures are visible. Make sure your message is clear so what you're talking about makes sense and it's not mumbo jumbo. Is you're talking really slow or really fast, because if it's really slow, people are going to lose interest. But if it's really fast, people are going to not be able to understand you. Do your posters actually help what you're saying? Sometimes I've seen people give speeches and they have posters up and they don't even point to them. They don't really go with what they're saying. It's like they're there as a backdrop and you want to be able to use them. Otherwise, people will be confused the whole time as to why you have posters. And then the last check is, do you know your presentation? Do you know what you're going to say in each part? Do you know what to do if your blender doesn't work? Do you know how to keep talking or make it into a joke? Just be prepared with more than you need so you can cover for yourself in case something does happen. And it helps if you're with a group too, because then like if I forget something, Jasmine can say it for me, or if she forgets something, I can say it. There you go. So the last thing to do when you are presenting, make sure you breathe, take deep breaths, just calm down. It's going to be okay. I know it's nerve-wracking. I'm a terrible public speaker, but it'll be all right. You've gotten a lot better. Just tell the audience what you learned. When in doubt, if there's something you thought that surprised you, just say, and I learned that cats really aren't better than dogs because, and then say why, just make it fun. The audience wants to just learn what you learned. And the more interested you seem, the more interested they will be. And just have fun with it. Like, don't be so scared. And it is going to be scary no matter what, but just try to have fun with it and make your audience have fun and make your judges have fun. If you make people laugh, it's great. We've had a lot of fun making videos for you guys all year. So thank you for participating if you participated, and thanks for just watching, even if you just watched. So thanks, guys. Thank you. I'm trying.